I cannot believe that we are to the point that we are at this present moment. And I can't say that I didn't see some of this coming, because I did see some of this coming. The moment they started culling millions and millions of birds, I saw this coming. So what am I talking about? Yesterday, I was not expecting to see prices over $18 for 60 count of eggs. Those are insane prices. How many people can afford to eat if they're buying these eggs? And no, we don't have to buy those eggs. We don't. You can do without eggs in a lot of situations, but in most you can't, because a lot of products contain eggs and we rely on them. So if you're out and about and you are shopping and you find a deal on those eggs, go ahead and get them. You can freeze them, you can dehydrate them. If you have a freeze dryer, you can freeze dry them and they will last and you can still use them. But there are a lot of people that are going to be priced out of certain foods, not just eggs, but a lot more than that.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hola, hey cousins, what's up? How are y'all doing today? So I just left out of the post office and I got mail. I have some Christmas mail, you guys. So I want to thank Sandy and I want to thank Rebecca. Thank you so much for my cards. I won't read them on air. I'll just show them to you. Oh, so pretty. Look at that. Yay. I love getting mail, you guys. So if you want to send me mail, gifts, whatever, my P.O. box is in the description. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Sandra. And this one is from Rebecca. Oh, I love it. Look at that. So pretty. Ooh, I like a good handwritten. I love handwritten stuff. It's just old school. People don't do that anymore. And to do it in cursive, you know, today's kids, they're not being taught that. So we have to teach our kids cursive, you guys. I had to teach mine. It's crazy. So let's get into this video. We're about to head out to a store, you guys, but stay aware of your surroundings. With the price of goods going up the way that they are, a lot of people cannot afford to purchase items, and some people are looking for easy target. And yes, ladies, they're looking at us and our kids, and even some men and elderly, looking to take what we have. So be prepared when you're out and about. You know, try not to be in your phone too much. And also some other things that's going on. We're having this, and I wasn't even going to touch on it, the Keystone Pipeline situation. A lot's been going on with me this weekend, so I haven't been able to touch on it. But you guys, that is happening, and there was a leak. Fuel is still being pumped, but whether or not this is going to affect us in the long run, if it keeps going on, if they're not able to control it, then yes, we will start seeing those prices shoot back up, especially diesel. And I know someone was in my comments and they were saying, well, you said that there was gonna be a diesel shortage and this, that, and the third. I'm telling you what is happening out here. I can't predict whether something is actually going to take place, but I'm telling you, and sometimes there is a connection, and sometimes things do go wrong. I don't wish for things to go wrong just because I say, well, this may happen. Everything has the potential of turning worse than it already is. And I'm not out here in the game of I have a crystal ball, I can see the future. That is not the case. It's me bringing you information that is happening so you can be aware that the potential is there and it could affect you. So keep that in mind when you're watching my videos and other people's videos. We're just keeping you aware of what could potentially happen or what actually is happening. So let's get into the video, you guys. Before we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share the video out with those you feel like it could help. And I will see you in the next clip.
Jump into the car on a Friday night. I wanna drive with you. Looking for a bar in the nearest town. I've never seen a sky so blue. We don't ever play it in the night.
So y'all, we have finally made it we are at a Walmart Supercenter in Morganton, North Carolina. So I'm going to take this week to try to go to a different Walmart just to see the price ranges when it comes to their eggs, their milk, what the shelves are looking like, what the store in a whole is looking like in different parts of North Carolina and South Carolina. So I hope that you stay tuned for that. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video. And let's get into the store. This one is just sitting right dead in plop of the mountain area. It has a lot of different shopping centers around it. Right off bat, I'm noticing that the bell peppers are 82 cents for one bell pepper, you guys. Please start your garden. Start growing this spring. Get your seeds now so you can grow your own food, because the prices of produce are expected to skyrocket in 2023. They do have some empty spaces in here when it comes to produce. In the produce that they do have, it is not, the best looking out here that you could probably find. Maybe check a farmer's market and support a local farmer. So going over here to the bread section, it's just this aisle, and then on the opposite side there's also bread, but I'm noticing only specific breads are missing, and definitely the cheaper of the breads are missing. There are some frozen foods that are going up in price, especially the breakfast foods. Things that are going to be made with eggs and dairy products, you're definitely going to see an increase in the amount. And that includes ice cream. The price of ice cream is going up as well. So I intend to cut back on the baking due to my husband's diabetes, and I don't want my blood sugar to go up as well. So I bought those little pie shells, because those are little individuals, not like, a whole pie. But the price of things are continuing to go up, you guys, all the way from frozen foods to ketchup and vinegar. They do have some gaps when it comes to the tea and coffee. And even though they've shrunk down the area of the rice, they did have a lot of rice in there, and those small bags were about $1.48 to 68 cents. This bag was $10 for the 20 pound. They had a decent amount of Kraft macaroni and cheese in there. However, the price of the regular Kraft is $1, but you can still find a sale if you get the generic for, a little bit cheaper. There are still turkeys available for 98 cents a pound. Their beef prices are about the same as most other places, and they did have a lot of ground beef in there, but when it came to steak and beef stew, things like that, they didn't have as much in there. And the same thing applies to the pork. The chicken was stocked better than I've seen in some other Walmart stores. Their shortenings like Crisco, those have gone up, as well as these great value jugs that are $8 and some change. They used to be $4. Their Jiffy corn mix is about 50 cents a box. They only have a small section for flour and sugar, and this is all they had when it came to flour. And with the sugar, they did have sugar in there. The price of the medium-sized bag is now $5, so it has gone up. This is the only section that they have for grits and oatmeal, and they did not have a lot to choose from. And price-wise, the generic, of course, is going to be a little cheaper, but they didn't have a lot of it. Hot dogs, I believe, have gone up in price. This was all of the gallon water bottles that they, well, the regular water bottles that they had. And then when it came to the gallons, they were running a little low on those. So I stood here for a little while waiting for this person to figure out if they're going to get eggs or not, or if they had some that weren't cracked up. And then that's when I noticed that these 60 count of eggs are $21 in this particular Walmart. $21. They were $18 in the one that's a little bit closer to my home, which is still 30 minutes away. But all in all, the eggs in this store do cost a lot more. You have 12 eggs for $4.33. 18 eggs for $6.86. And again, up here, you have 60 eggs for $21. Insane. Great value milk is $5.13. $3.26. The one that I get is gone up a little bit, but I'm gonna get the low fat. And I get these because they last me a long time, because I don't drink a lot of milk, and they last me way longer. They did have someone about to put out some paper towels, but as you can see on the shelf, they are a little bit low here. And when stocking up, make sure you have your smoke detectors, your carbon monoxide detectors, and your extinguishers as well. If you have not purchased a small heater that can heat a room that can comfortably fit all of you guys into it, if you lose power, that is something you should be thinking about. They have these buddy heaters here, which have gone up a little bit in price. Make sure you stock up on your kerosene and things like that, your butane, propane that you would need to run those devices. They do have gaps in their medication department. Acetaminophen is one of those shortages that we are experiencing right now, along with amoxicillin and other antibiotics. But stock up on your cold and flu medications as much as possible, as soon as possible. So I paid $63.80 for, I think, 7 bags of groceries. I had to get some cleaning wipes, some more popcorn to add to my stockpile, some little cheese dipping containers. I bought this milk, some juice, cereal, 5 of the elbow macaroni noodles, because I definitely don't have any of these on my in my pantry anymore. I bought some of these little pie shells right here. I bought 2 boxes of those because it's hard to find these anywhere. And then some coleslaw, hot dogs, hot dog buns, some little stevia packages to go in my coffee and teas, And then some pizzas for my youngest child, and all of that came to $63.80. I should say all of that because it wasn't that much. The highest price thing on my list was this Gain Swiffer wipes for the floor. That was $5.44. And let's see, the milk was, I believe, $3 something because it went up in price. Yeah, $3.46. The elbow macaroni noodle, you can still find noodles for under $1. These were 88 cents each, so I think that's pretty good. I haven't seen these go up in price extremely a lot, but they have gone up because at one point they were 50 cents, then they kept going up, but they've been stuck at 88 cents for a while now, so that's still a good deal to get. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Leave some comments down below, share the video out, hit that like button, subscribe to become one of my cousins, and I'll see you again in the next video.
I wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight, and now I'm losing sleep.